Well, you're gonna be right here because of the mic. It looks crooked.
It's not.
Okay.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, I guess we will. We'll see. Hold on. Move your chair for 1 second. Got it. Okay.
My bad.
Anyway, we were talking about the Ray Charles song.
Ba, 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 da.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 da.
Didn't know that he sampled that.
Ray Charles sampled it?
From Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray Charles sampled it. Anyway, no, we're just checking to make sure that this looks okay for anyone that might be joining us.
Mhm.
It's been a long time. Didn't know that he sampled that. That's not good. Let's see. I'm gonna hear you talk.
Here we go. One person, that's me.
Wait, where did the sound go?
Oh, I turned it down.
Oh, I want to hear you and hear how it sounded with you. He's a little crooked.
Here we go. One person, that's me.
All right.
What are we doing? Okay, you're running this show.
Okay, so we're so close that we might kiss. Is how I feel. But I do feel. Hold on.
That's worse. You just made it worse. Yes.
I don't think so.
For sure you did.
I don't think I did. Anyway, no, it's we were on hiatus for almost 3 months. Right? Hold on. Let's see. Is it worse? Is it worse? We're gonna see. It's not worse. That picture looks good. Okay, there you are. All right. No, so I don't know. I just thought that we would start these after
Mm-hmm.
after the show. Just a little sneak peek of how the sausage gets made,
Yeah.
which is crazy because I don't even eat sausage. But if I did, side note,
Okay, go.
I did read an article that they're talking about blood is a very important ingredient in Europe,
Okay.
and actually many like in Asia as well,
Mm-hmm.
and why the United States has an aversion to blood in their food.
Yeah, because that sounds weird.
It doesn't sound like, but blood sausage is a thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't want it to be a thing.
it all sounds weird. You don't want to eat or drink blood. You hear the word blood. I don't want that.
I know, but in other countries, it's like when I was a kid,
Mhm.
my great grandmother used to make me duck blood soup.
How'd that go? Like, what's the ingredient of duck blood?
Not really sure, but duck blood is the broth,
Hmm.
and I liked it. Apparently,
Maybe it's rich and like the same thing when like you eat marrow at restaurants. You know what I mean? That's fucking weird.
yeah, I think it's weird.
That's weird.
All right.
Okay.
Well, but so for tonight's episode, we talked about a restaurant in Japan.
We did a ramen place in Japan where two patrons had left some bad reviews, and the owner did not like it.
More than just not like it.
Yeah. So we talked about the owner threatening having a bounty on these patrons' heads. They left a bad review, and they said, "I'll give you 100,000 yen if you find these two, and you give me some personal information about them."
To be clear, this is a chef that was unhappy with the review and then asked for a bounty on the head of the people that ate it.
100,000 yen. 100,000.
Really quick, if anyone knows what 100,000 yen is, we would love to know. If you could
I
convert
swear
that.
to God, it's like $100.
It's $10 in a pack of gum.
Yeah, I promise you 100,000 yen is like $10. But even if it's $100, and they said I'll give you $100 if you find these people, and then you go, if you don't come back to this restaurant, I'll kill you. No, little boomer. 275.
275.
It would be hella funny if they're like, I'm offering you 100,000 yen. It's like $2.75 if you find these two. That's so funny.
No, that's good. But no, yeah. But this chef was so mad.
Yeah, there's a bounty.
He put a bounty on their head
And
because it was a
threatened
bad
them.
review.
First, he said, "I'm going to beat you up for right."
Oh, but he made a picture. He
Yeah,
posted it.
He said, "I'm going to beat you up. Then I'm going to find this. Then Then he posted the picture.
Yeah.
And said, "You know these two." And then he said, basically, come back to this restaurant, eat another bowl of ramen, or I'll kill you. That's basically what he said. It's basically what he said.
Have you been to like a ramen house?
Yeah. Downtown on K Street.
Did they threaten you?
They did not threaten me, but I would never leave a bad review to them. They're so good.
Oh, good as in like scary.
No, good as in Kadaiko. Kadaiko ramen.
Oh, you're doing a shout out? You're gonna give them some?
They're so good. Yes. It's worth it. They're so good.
Okay, and then the other story that we talked about in our season premiere was about the birthday party at the Build-A-Bear workshop.
Yeah.
Where there was 8 kids going to a Build-A-Bear and like, oh, cool, they got to decorate their bears. And then it turned out they didn't know this, but the birthday girl then got all the bears that the kids made as her gift.
Right. So it turned out like, hey, we're going to go build some bears.
Yeah.
No pun intended. And all the kids did. And then the mom goes, thanks for the presents. My daughter's keeping all these bears now. While the kids thought they were making bears for themselves. We talked about it. You got to talk about it ahead of time.
Now, to be fair, the mom, the birthday girl mom, she did buy all the bears.
Right.
But, I mean, they're 7-year-old kids who probably thought they were going to keep their own bear.
I think all of them thought that.
Yeah, but instead, then she just took them. And then, best of all, then she still invites them back to her house
For cake and
for
stuff.
cake and presents.
Well, okay. So the question is okay. The question is you go to a Build-A-Bear, and they said, oh, we're all gonna build these bears, and then to take some $67. Thanks, little boomers. To take a little
Yeah,
boomers phrasing plot twist. The mom goes, my daughter's keeping all these bears you made. For one, your kid's devastated.
Yeah.
Your kid's devastated at that point. And then do that and go back at my house for some cake. I want to know, the 4 people watching, are you going back for cake after the mom ripped a Build-A-Bear from your kid? Are you going back for cake?
Yeah, I don't know. What's like the craziest like birthday party that you've been a part of? Because I know there's some crazy ones, but I only ever been to like a crazy one where it's like,
No, I've never been to like a crazy birthday party. Like they're all pretty normal birthday parties.
if you went to a party and no one is paying for the food, I mean, do you expect people are going to pay for the food when you go to a party?
Like the host
Yeah.
is paying for.
Yeah.
Yes. If I'm going to like a restaurant or like Dave and Buster's or whatever, like it depends. Okay, we're talking a kid's birthday party. If I go to a kid's birthday party, yes, I expect that to be provided. Yes. I mean, we started at 9, now we're at 2. They don't like what we're talking about.
Well, you know what? They like the ramen talk.
So we gotta talk about ramen more. You know, move it.
I feel like I do, and maybe maybe that's what's bothering them is me moving the microphone.
Yeah.
But anyway,
What we also found out is I said that Not Like Us wasn't sampled. The bam bam bam, and we found out it was.
by who?
Well, but it wasn't Ray Charles, right? Because that's what.
Well, Ray Charles did write it, but the next guy was Monk Collins or something. Monk.
This is boring too. This is boring too. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Well, that was little boomers, and we're the old boomers.
Oh man.
Boom.
Okay,
baby.
real quick. So
Okay.
Lil Boomer said the 100,000 is $67. Now that's not scary. That's just laughable. Like if someone offered,
Okay.
like, I'll give you $67 if you find this person.
Okay.
Now, I'm like, that's not worth it.
No. But what you're leaving out though is that the
Oh,
owner.
670. Now it's worth it. Okay.
What?
Okay, now it's worth it.
Okay, but here's the thing, little boomers, is that he said $1,000 yen to anyone who posted
And
that
he's-
know the whereabouts
but-
of these
but-
two
but he-
people. So
he's-
that means if like 10 people
Okay. So
like said like he's gonna
it-
pay $670 to 10
Yeah.
different people.
Okay. So
Wow.
if someone said, even if it was one time, if an
I
owner,
missed the zero.
if someone, if the
How important are zeros?
If the owner of a restaurant said, "I'll give you $670 to find these people," I'm 100% going, "Oh, that's Jeff. Give me $670. That's Jeff."
And is it Jeff?
I mean, I wouldn't give him, I wouldn't give his address maybe, but I'll tell him who it is for $670. I'm 100% giving up that.
He said,
name.
"Okay, I'll give you 670 more if you give me his address."
Now we gotta get into the 4 digits. Give me a couple thousand, and then I'll give you Jeff's address.
Yes, I know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. I would
It's like the Japanese mafia got involved.
I would give up Yakuza. That's what I'm talking about in the podcast with the Japanese that are tattooed.
Oh, that's the Japanese mafia?
Yakuza.
Have you dealt with them?
Like twice.
Okay. Did Otani's
Yeah, the betting.
the betting guy?
No, they were cool.
His
to me.
interpreter?
They were cool to me though.
Oh, they were cool to you?
They liked me.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you lost a lot of money.
Yeah, I know how to go. I know how to go in and out of different crowds.
Okay.
The Yakuza liked me.
Yakuza liked you.
Yeah.
That's a T-shirt.
The Yakuza likes me.
Yeah, you wear that at the ramen restaurant, you'd be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Like, oh, okay.
Have a hit on me. What?
No, but like that's a lot of money to put
For
out.
$670, dude, just to find out who these people are who left a review. Listen, there's sometimes when I ran Togos, I was like, I would have paid someone $670 if I fucking know about this customer. In my head, I would want that at least. I wouldn't pay it. I would say I would pay it.
Or
but
a
then
free
not pay it.
sandwich.
Or free sandwich. Listen, for a month, I'll give you free sandwiches for a month. Tell me who these fuckers are who came into my restaurant and were assholes. But I think we're getting a little too loosey goosey as customers of places that we feel like we can do whatever the fuck we want, and it's not true. Like I get there's a little bit of leeway as far as being a customer, and you expect customer service, and I agree with that. But the customers are getting a little too loosey goosey with how they feel they can treat people that are working at restaurants. A little
Well,
too.
according to the story that we're talking about, though, it didn't seem like the patrons, the customers, were rude.
They did leave it 1 star.
But,
That's what he
but
didn't
we
like.
don't know if they were rude while they were there.
We also read in the story that this type of ramen house are known for being rude in Japan.
So now, and again, there are some restaurants
Yeah.
that is kind of like their business model, right?
Well, kind of.
Wiener
but
Circle.
As a
Wiener Circle
as-
in Chicago,
I went to a restaurant like that in San Antonio, like the one that
they yell at you, man.
yeah, on purpose.
Yeah.
But that's the joke. It's not like they're sometimes rude. Like these ramen houses, it sounds like no, they're just kind of rude. You know what I mean? Down to 1. We were doing so good.
Don't worry about it. Don't even look at it.
But the restaurants that I'm talking about are like obviously that's the point. Everyone knows going into it that they're gonna throw straws at you and cuss you out and stuff, and give you hats to wear that have weird phrases on it.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's just us now.
Yes, it is just us.
We talked about the show, and that's kind of what I see
We
this.
should do a dance party. Is that better?
No, fine. So, but I see this. This is what it's gonna be.
We're about to find out.
It's gonna be us
Okay, no, explain it.
talking about how the show went.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So it's our first show back after
It is. Oh, it's just me. Hi, little boomers.
almost 3 months. God does not really like the gay. Agree or disagree?
Oh boy.
Like the gay. Who's the gay?
Okay.
Is that you or me?
Okay.
Who's the gay in
it's
the
one of us.
situation?
Okay, one of us is. I don't know yet, but one of us is that in the
One
situation.
of us is the gay.
So big.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
Big D. That's a crazy question.
Big D Bob.
I could tell.
So it's Bob who has big breasts.
I could tell by your name.
Big D. Right?
Big D Bob that you would ask a question like
Okay.
that. I know you're trolling, so fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah. No, Big D's got big breasts. Big D Bob's got big.
I know you're
boobs.
trolling, so I
like it.
don't want to
like
lean into the trolling so much.
No, we good. But I was gonna talk about the SNL 50
SNL
with
50.
you, if that's all right. Is that all right?
We're definitely showing that.
Bob's got fat tits. But beautiful fat
It's
tits.
It's a bananas comment.
Little
Bob.
boomers, it's beautiful fat tits,
Yeah.
though.
Okay, SNL 50. Here we go.
Okay, SNL, so I don't know if anyone also watched it.
They don't care.
SNL 50.
Let's pretend it's just me and you.
Well, it is just you and I. But I'm just saying, but if anyone did watch it, I'm curious. I mean, because it's a big deal. I mean, look, regardless of whatever you think of the show, 50 years.
Yeah, no matter what, right? No matter what.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no matter what. So
I mean, has there been a show that's been on longer than that?
yeah, The Simpsons is close, but no, 50. No, because like you can technically say the Tonight Show, right? Different hosts, different,
Well,
in
okay,
different
sure,
variations,
different,
right?
And maybe the Today Show.
Sure. So
and maybe the midday show.
So,
Is that a thing?
and one more.
All right.
So both of us are big SNL fans.
Yes,
We
yes.
understand the ups and downs of SNL.
Yeah.
And I like different casts more than other casts. But I think the most important thing is it's important culturally.
Yeah, sure.
It's
Had an impact.
one of the most important shows that have been on, no matter what you think about it. And I enjoyed the 50th. I thought they did a good job with the 50th. Steve Martin opened it up.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
he
I enjoyed
did
it.
the monologue.
Solid.
Still got it.
Yep.
Still got it.
Mm-hmm.
He did make a comment in the monologue that said Bob's got fat tits. Called him out on the 50th. So
I missed that part.
you
of
missed
the
it.
50
You should
where-
have watched it live.
Really?
You should have watched it
Steve
live.
Martin mentioned Bob's fat tits?
Yeah, if you watched it live, you would have caught that.
Okay, I saw it on YouTube. So,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
all right, it was after.
So I enjoyed it though. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed the digital short. I enjoyed Eddie Murphy being Tracy Morgan.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Honestly, that might have been my favorite
It's
part.
pretty. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Because Eddie Murphy is Tracy.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Was Tracy Morgan there?
With right next to him.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I don't see the resemblance.
Yeah, yeah, it's so good. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed one of the last
Oh my
sketches
God.
where it was a famous sketch where they're the teenagers are in the interrogation room. They're talking. And the cops are trying to like
Oh God,
scare
yeah.
him straight. And then Tracy, I'm sorry, not racist. Kenan Thompson and Eddie
Murphy,
Murphy,
yeah.
and but then Will Ferrell came
Yes,
in,
yes.
and almost everyone lost it with his with how he looked and his
Yep.
costume.
Yep.
So that was
I'm just talking about Elf.
yeah,
Yeah. And
that was very
Sudeikis jumping on the desk.
Yeah.
Little boomers.
Well-
Fire Marshal Bill.
Sure. By the way, I did like Fire Marshal Bill.
I love Fire Marshal Bill.
And Homie the Clown
Sure.
and
I think it's a different show though.
yeah. Oh, is it? Yeah, yeah.
It was in the Black Jeopardy sketch.
It was in the Black
when they
Jeopardy sketch,
mentioned,
yeah.
Which okay, can we talk about that? Because
They didn't need Tom Hanks.
they didn't need Tom Hanks.
Because I know Tom Hanks' first appearance on Black Jeopardy was like a huge deal.
Yeah.
But the fact that they already had Eddie Murphy there as Tracy Morgan, and well, for one, we saw the switch wasn't good. Like they had a camera angle where it was back, and you saw Tom Hanks come in and Eddie Murphy leave,
Okay.
which sucked. If it was a surprise and he just showed up, because Tom Hanks' Black Jeopardy sketch is one of the better
Oh, it's a great
sketches.
one.
So good. So, but you didn't need it. I don't think you need it.
Okay.
I think they wanted to get Tom Hanks in there, and he needed a spot.
Can I want to talk a little bit about the Tom Hanks thing because the next day on X,
Right. Oh, people hated it. They hated it, which made me happy.
did it make you happy?
It did make me happy.
But it's like they thought this was a brand new sketch.
Th-
It
th-
seemed like.
and
Do you
that's-
not remember this?
No, they
from
don't
years
because
ago?
that's my point. They don't watch the show, so
Okay.
they have no reason to talk about the show because they don't watch it. But the fact they were so angry about, oh, Tom Hanks showing up as a fucking MAGA guy. It's like, yeah, he did that like 7 years ago.
Yeah,
dude.
and it was a hit. And it was powerful. It was great.
Yeah, so it was so.
But then they go right like he's a pedophile.
Oh my god. Well, all liberals are, right? That's
Oh.
the thing. That's the thing. But no, it was so funny that.
Well,
they
I
were-
think
there's-
Big D Bob might be one.
Well, maybe if he's talking about that stuff.
Hmm.
It was so funny they were so angry about that Tom Hanks sketch, as if the first time that he ever did it.
But then they're like, oh my God, like he was refusing to shake the hands of a black man. But that's not exactly how I interpreted that sketch.
Well, he went like this
I know, but why?
because he was scared of a black person.
Yes, he's scared.
No, yeah,
he
was
thought
it- yes.
it wasn't because I'm afraid to touch your hands. Like,
No.
oh, you have a gun? You're gonna beat
Yes,
me
it
up.
was-
That's
mm,
the fear.
Yes, it was
I took it
making
as.
fun of yes.
Right.
But that was funny that they got so mad about that.
Right. But then also, let's take a moment back on that sketch, the Black Jeopardy sketch. They're making fun of black people way more
right,
than they're making fun of anybody else.
Yeah, with like the category names.
Oh my
like,
God.
Yeah, it's playing into the trope, the stereotype. But that's the joke.
You play into stereotypes, right?
Yeah, obviously.
So it's just
and we
having
learned tonight
a sense of humor.
We learned tonight from Kanye that stereotypes are there for a reason.
Yeah, something popped up that you had about Kanye. What was the thing with Kanye tonight? Is it what you read? It's
Yes,
what you read?
it's what I read.
Okay.
His tweets.
Wow. That's a segment. Oh my God, that would be a segment. Kanye's tweets.
Kanye's tweets. I was telling you the story.
If there's no tweets on Kanye, I get to tell my story first. If there
Right,
is, like,
right,
a-
right, right,
that
right.
might be a good one.
If Kanye tweeted, I go first. If you didn't, you go first.
Conway
Conway tweeting.
tweet.
Conway.
And that's the bit.
Conway Twitty.
Conway
Tweety.
Tweety.
Kanye Tweety.
Conway Tweety. I love that's
It
a
is
good.
just, it is just his.
I'm gonna. That's not. We might need to change course on that. That's a pretty good.
Kanye Tweety.
I'm gonna say well, Kanye Tweety.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Oh
Kanye.
my God.
Kanye Tweety.
I love that. That's actually pretty funny.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Kanye Tweety.
Okay, so yes, no.
Okay,
so Eddie
as-
Murphy as Tracy Morgan was great. That whole Will Ferrell, that was great. With
Yeah.
But one of my favorite things actually was Weekend Update was strong.
Oh, ooh, very strong.
Bill Murray.
Well, oh my God, the list of
Yeah.
'cause so there's
Starting with like number one black.
and there's only one, so it's only Che. But the funny thing about it, it was so Bill Murray.
Oh, it was
one,
great.
like the delivery, the timing.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna start off with the black update hosts.
Yep.
One, and it's Che.
Yep.
And then to start off number 10, Colin, because he wanted to
Yep.
show Colin.
Yep.
Which I disagree with his list a little bit, but
I don't think he really believed Colin Quinn was there.
no, he needed.
That's just the joke.
He needed to have the name Colin.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But it was so Bill Murray, and he delivered it perfectly.
I loved how he already dismissed himself.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's kind of barely in it, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. But like, so funny. Update was solid. Update
And then
was-
number one being Brian Doyle Murray
which
was
is so
great.
funny with his brother.
Hilarious.
Which I
And it made it sound like it's gonna be Colin,
yes, but it wasn't.
which I wouldn't have agreed with if it was.
No, of course not. Of course not. We'll
But
talk,
Colin definitely is in the top 10.
We'll talk. Yes, we'll talk
Col-
about
Colin and
how-
Jay.
Yeah, we'll talk about what we think about it in a second. What I loved about it, one of my favorite update characters of all time was on there. Drunk Uncle. He's one of my update characters of all
Bobby
time.
Moynihan is so underrated to me.
So underrated.
Yeah.
Bobby Moynihan is so funny.
Yep.
And Drunk Uncle is one of the best update characters. So I'm glad he was there.
Tell for review. Let's show it. I'm okay with Big D. You okay with it? Sure, I can show that.
Of course, show that.
Yeah, show it. Big D Bob says SNL is not funny.
Oh my God!
You two are morons.
Big D Bob, how would I ever have guessed that you would have thought that with your first comment? Because it's so funny that we were just talking about the people that didn't like it, and then here comes Big D Bob, great name by the way, no picture of course. Here comes Big D Bob.
But you know what I do like?
confirming our biases.
Is the blowjobs I get from Tom Hanks?
Yeah, there you go.
Love them.
So
Love 'em.
so I love that Drunk Uncle was there.
Yeah.
And I love. And by the way, a girl you get caught on with at a party is one of I love that too.
Also, I think Sissy Strong so underrated.
Very
too.
good, very good. Yeah.
She's so good.
Yeah, very good. Look at big Bob's favorite movie is Brokeback.
Little boomers.
Little Boomers, who are you, dude? Like I'm loving your vibe. I'm loving your vibe, Little Boomers.
Oh, Jesus.
It's so funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're related.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, they just wanna, like,
like Big
mess
D
with
Bob.
each other. That's awesome.
Big D Bob. Can I say something? Fuck you, dude. Like, what do you like? It's so funny. You don't like us. Don't watch it. Don't watch this. All we're doing is talking about SNL and shit. Like, relax, Big D. Relax, Big D.
Big D.
Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking.
Not a bad movie. Okay, all right. All right. But maybe Big D's gonna change my mind.
No, he's not.
Big D might. I'm open to
Relax.
it.
Oh, another one.
My banana is mad large. I added the.
Yeah, well, whatever.
There's two M's. How would you say two M's?
Anyway,
Mad.
So okay, so we talked about this before. If you were to rank update hosts,
Okay.
it's what I noticed is he had Seth alone.
All time. We can update hosts.
Okay.
So if
So-
you have an opinion, put it out there.
What I noticed he had Seth alone and not Seth and Amy,
Yeah.
but he had Amy and Tina,
Above Seth.
right? And then he had Amy. No, because he didn't have Jimmy and Tina, which.
So now Big D Bob, I'm kind of liking that.
Oh,
I'm kind of
I
liking
didn't want
that.
to say that shit. God damn it, Big D Bob.
Kind of liking that.
Here's what I think about Big D's Bob's choice of Norm,
Yeah.
because Norm is probably number one for me too.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, I have a hunch that the reason we find Norm funny is not the same reason that Big D Bob finds Norm funny.
Unless Big D is like actually like a very clever.
And he's just trolling us?
Yeah.
Maybe he is. I don't think
I'm
so.
open to that.
I don't
I'm
think
open
so.
to that.
So I think Seth and Amy and Seth are up there. Colin Quinn is actually up there for me.
Oh, really?
I like Colin Quinn. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And
He did for like what, 3 years at the most?
maybe 3. Dennis Miller was very good.
Sure.
And Norm's number 1 though. Nealon, don't like.
What?
I mean,
No,
well,
Nealon was
that's strong.
good.
Okay, hold on.
Nealon was good.
Don't like is strong. Don't like is strong. I like Nealon.
Kevin Nealon just overall needs more love. I think he's also an underrated.
Don't like is strong. Don't like is strong.
All right.
Um,
How far up do you put Colin and Jay?
They're probably so
Mid? They're like 5?
Yeah, they're mid. They're in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah, no, they are. I feel like
well, just the longevity of it. They've come into their own.
the joke swap alone.
Well, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
The fact that they have their own bit that is head and shoulders above a lot of update host bits of the joke swap moves them up alone. And at first, I remember the first 2 years, people were like, they made fun of it on the 50th. The chemistry, I don't get it. Like they need to work on their chemistry. But they have.
I didn't love Anderson Cooper as the weekend update.
No, I didn't
host.
like that
I didn't
either.
li- I
One of
like-
the
I didn't-
worst.
That was a weird choice.
What are the worst one? Norm's number 1. Norm's number 1 for me, and it's pretty easy. And you can say Miller, you can say Nealon, you can say Chevy because he was the first. A lot of people like Aykroyd. He was on the list. Aykroyd and Jane Curtin, fine. But it comes down to Seth and Amy because they have their own bit too. Really, with Seth and Amy. So Seth and Amy and Seth alone, there are two separate on the list. And Amy and Tina are up there too.
Yeah, I mean Tina. Yeah, for sure. I
But
gotta put Tina like either Tina and Jimmy or Tina and Amy because
they're high on the list, but Norm's number 1.
I had a big crush on Tina Fey. I don't know if anyone else ever had a crush on Tina Fey.
Yeah, of course they have. Of course they have.
People did.
Yeah, of course.
I wasn't the only one.
No.
Well, I did. Count me as one of those. Just for comedians.
For comedy.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So Big D, I get it because I used to love Louis C.K. But as far as like stand up genius and prowess, Louis is up there for sure. So I get what you're saying. A little different story now, but whatever.
He ain't Harvey Weinstein.
No, but pretty bad.
Well, he's apologized.
Sure, they all apologize when they get caught.
Well, but yeah, no, Norm definitely a genius for sure,
Oh, Norm's so good, dude.
all the way.
Okay.
Hold on. So the other
Sketches?
oh no, the other thing I loved actually was Fred Armisen,
Oh,
and
Sorry, about the concert or the...
no, the weekend update.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
We're
yeah.
like,
with
oh no, we
that.
love
With
Lauren.
Lauren, yeah.
He's a great friend. He's on. I
being
will
honest,
say
if I'm
though.
being
I will say though. Like honestly, I think
He
that
asked
was
us to
like
come over and he was like, "Why aren't you guys working? I'm gonna go get lunch."
Vanessa Bayer.
Yeah,
Bayer.
yeah,
Vanessa
yeah,
Bayer.
yeah.
That was fantastic. I love that.
Oh
That
my
was
god,
so
I
good.
love those characters too.
So good.
I love those characters.
I kind of wanted to see because one of my favorite all time is the Armisen and Kristen Wiig where they sing the song together.
And they were both
They
there.
don't know the words.
And obviously, you couldn't have Hader as Stefan because Hader wasn't there.
Right,
Which
right.
is weird. And
Also, like Hader, like Herb Welch.
Yeah,
I mean,
Herb Welch is-
or the Italian.
yeah, Herman Welch is always good, but like
The Italian
it's almost like
TV
when,
show
if you do an
host.
update for 50th, like you gotta have Stefan.
Yeah,
and I
you're
know
right.
Hader's
right.
people said he had a long-term previous commitment. That's what they say.
I would have liked to have seen all the Weekend Update hosts like
Yeah,
be a part of that.
and for the 40th, they kind of did that. I don't know if you remember, but the 40th they had multiple hosts.
Okay.
Like they kind of did with Seth for this one, right? Seth came back.
Yeah, right. I
but-
want to see more of that.
But for the 40th, they did do that.
Okay.
Not this time. Not this time.
And also, actually, what I loved was the alien sketch.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep
Oh my God. Yeah.
was like
Was
she did great.
Isn't it so weird
She's
that
like yeah, that's the mom.
Meryl Streep never hosted SNL? She never hosted SNL. You don't gotta think about it. I'm telling you, she never hosted it.
Whoa,
Yeah, she never hosted.
she should.
That was her first time doing a sketch on SNL. That's why she fucking couldn't follow the cue cards, and she was off a little bit. If you
It's
noticed.
still great though.
Oh no,
No,
it was awesome.
it was off,
Uh, th-
but
but she
Holy
never she's
crap.
never hosted SNL.
how? Wow, that's
I
oversight.
don't know if it's asking and she couldn't at the time and it never worked out or whatever the reason.
Oh, they need to get her.
I'm not sure.
She should do it.
Well, of course she should. But
And Betty White did it at what, like
y-
90,
yeah,
99?
yeah, whatever it was. But yeah, Meryl never hosted. That was her first time being on SNL.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, yeah, I can't think of it. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, she never
No,
hosted.
she'd be great.
She never hosted.
But I love that. That was like, she was so the same character. It was like, yeah, you can see how this mom
Yeah.
gave birth to.
For sure. No, it was so funny. No, she's awesome. And then obviously if she did it a couple times, she wouldn't have had the fumbles and shit. But
Although I could have sworn you would think that Gosling would have maybe been in that, right?
well, but he wasn't there though. You know what I mean? I get it. You got to put Gosling in there. Like he's a big part of that of the alien abduction sketch.
Yeah,
of course,
for sure.
of course. But I don't think he was there.
I liked how Conan got a shout out. The Tina Fey, Amy Poehler
Yeah.
questions of the audience.
What's
That
so
was
funny?
great.
It's so funny with the question with the audience thing. I half believe that they do that just so they can show who's fucking there, all the big people there. Because when you're watching the questions, I was really looking at who was sitting around everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And there was like,
I can't point it out to the kids. Hey, look, there's
big fucking people.
there's Spielberg right there.
Yeah, which is a big deal because like I was listening to something or maybe reading it that the 50th was one of the Robin Williams was on for sure. Yeah, for sure.
At least once.
he was on.
I don't remember more than once. But
yeah.
for sure he was in like I think 89.
Yeah, and he fits that
90.
mold very well. But I was reading how like
In fact, on the quick thing on Robin Williams, I remember there is footage somewhere you can find of him just doing crowd work.
I get it.
He's just doing
yeah,
this
yeah,
before.
yeah.
It's like and during the montage,
He's
he just
definitely
goes through
he's
his crowd
definitely
work.
in
It's
it.
great.
Yeah. But I was reading how it was like basically the hardest ticket to get, even more
Oh,
than the
yeah.
Super Bowl, because like in that studio there's like 300 seats.
Yeah,
And-
they had to have a back lot.
well, yeah, there's a secondary room that
Yeah.
people watch it, but there's 300 seats, and you got to go. How many people have hosted? How many people are connected to the show? Like
Yeah,
it was like
sure.
impossible to get a ticket to 50th. Like you,
What was funny was Steve Martin pointing out the writers and then they showed them outside.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, they had a second room. That in the 40th. That's why Victoria Jackson was super mad because
She was mad about a lot.
well, she was mad about a lot.
She was
But
mad
she
about
was
Tom Hanks.
in the 40th. She was in the. Thanks, Big D. Have a good night, buddy. Dick. Just kidding, Big D.
Well, that's what Big Dick Bob.
Yeah. But she was.
Oh, that's what it means.
In the 40th, she was
Big Dick
in the
Bob. That makes more
in the
sense.
secondary watching room, and she did not like that.
Yeah.
In the 40th, it was, whatever. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I thought it was very good.
I
I thought
it
all
was
the
great.
sketches were very good. I was happy with it.
I did love the Domingo.
Of course, you got to bring that back.
Yeah,
It's-
and I like what they added to it. That was
yeah,
nice.
of course. And Sabrina Carpenter was there.
Yeah.
It's so funny. The first time I saw the Domingo sketch, I didn't realize that was a Sabrina Carpenter song.
Okay.
So I didn't get the.
Who's old now?
Yeah, I didn't get the reference. But now I know.
Who's a little boomer now?
But now it's funny that Sabrina was there, so that's cool.
Well, and I actually really liked the opening with Sabrina and Paul Simon.
Oh my god! Well, the joke she made that I wasn't even alive for that either of my parents.
Yeah.
Set the tone.
Yeah.
I didn't like the song because I think Paul Simon shouldn't sing anymore.
Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
Shut up.
I thought it was weird and old and bad. It just was. But Sabrina made that joke. Super funny.
You suck.
Super funny.
You suck.
I like Paul Simon.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Say that to his face.
He looked like a ghost.
Hey. Oh man, no man, it's Paul Simon's a legend.
I get it. It doesn't mean
if he
it
is a
doesn't mean
ghost-
it doesn't mean he should still be singing.
You still let him sing.
I thought Paul McCartney did great.
Like Paul Simon comes up like this.
Paul Simon.
Paul Simon.
Paul
says
Simon.
this. Now I'm doing Adam Sandler, but
Now you're jacking off.
yeah, Paul Simon still sings.
Paul Simon shouldn't have sang.
I disagree. I disagree.
He shouldn't have.
What would you think? What did you think of Sandler's song?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I mean, he's getting so good at those type of songs. Like in both of his specials. Like
Yeah.
the first one was the Chris Farley
Chris Farley
song.
song, yeah.
But he has a special after that where he sings a song. And then this one, 50 years. The way I didn't know where he was going with it, but then when he brought it together with 50 years of this, 50 years of that,
Yeah.
and he started. It was almost like a in memoriam / song when he was talking about some of the people and the years they had. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was so good. So I enjoyed it. I was very happy with it.
So okay, so you like Paul. You're okay with Paul, but not McCartney,
McCartney.
not the Paul Simon.
Exactly.
Okay, but McCartney, I mean, he doesn't sound as good as he used to either.
Of course. He sounds better than Paul Simon. Yeah, I'm not saying I like Paul Simon.
Hey,
dude.
Paul Simon.
I like Paul Simon.
Paul
that
Simon had like
performance
a
wasn't
hearing.
good.
He almost lost his hearing.
Whatever the reason, that's fine. All I'm saying is
God.
he didn't sound good that night.
You're like an ageist.
He didn't sound good that night. He shouldn't
You
have
don't
sang.
like people past what 60?
Nah, yeah, 60 is about the cutoff.
Yeah,
Yeah, once you get past that,
yeah.
go jump in a lake.
Oh my God, jump in a lake.
Yeah.
Wow, you're so cruel. Man, that's like a Kendrick diss track right
Yeah,
there.
jump in a lake. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey Drake,
Jump in a lake.
it rhymes.
Hey Drake, jump in a lake. Dun, 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 dun.
God damn it.
They swim like us. They swim like us. Dun, 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 dun.
Or maybe they don't.
Well,
Oh boy. Here's a brick. Okay.
hey Drake, Harry, carry yourself. Anyway,
I didn't see the pre-show, like the
Oh, right,
the
right,
music.
right.
I saw clips of
the concert before the
yeah,
Friday
of
night.
Farrell and Gas
Oh my
Gasteyer.
God,
Oh
dude.
my God.
Oh
From what I
my
saw, it was
That
great.
it was great. It was fucking amazing, and not just because of the fucking Kendrick song.
Yeah.
But everything before that, even it was so fucking good, and they brought it. They were the same. It was so good. I loved it.
I heard
Paul Stanley. Paul Stanley.
from Kiss.
Paul Stanley.
Okay.
No, not Paul Simon. Paul Simon. No, the concert was good. Jimmy Fallon opened it up with Blues Brothers. He was the host of the night, and he
Wait, who?
Jimmy Fallon
Oh, okay.
opened it up.
Because yeah, Aykroyd didn't show.
And he did not show. But Jimmy,
He's like, it was a better view from TV
I
at
was
home.
like- I was
That's
like-
what he said.
I was like,
What?
okay, dude, whatever. But Fallon opened it up, which was awesome. Fucking Lauryn Hill and Wyclef came out,
Oh, whoa.
and they sang. I was like, fucking a Lauryn Hill sighting,
Wow.
which was crazy. And all of Nirvana came back with Post Malone.
Yeah, Post Malone.
No, I get it, but it was fucking good. They sang the Teen Spirit. It was very good.
I'll have to look it up.
It was very
But
good.
there were some Nirvana fans that were like, sell out.
No, relax, because that's what
Post Malone, sell out.
That's what Cobain was all about. I get it. Don't sell out. But it was fucking so good. When we're done with this, then I'll play it for you. It was so good. It was so good.
And then David Grohl had sex with some random person who wasn't his wife
But
and had a kid with her.
Gasteyer and Farrell was a plus for that night.
Yeah.
It was.
I saw a clip of Miley Cyrus singing "Flowers" and like, "Hey, Paul Rudd."
Yeah.
And then-
Oh,
then
Backstreet
someone
Boys.
else.
Backstreet Boys came out too. Backstreet Boys
Oh,
were there.
Backstreet Boys.
I know. But Backstreet Boys were there.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys were there. Which, by the way, when you watch the audience reaction, they had the biggest audience reaction. Where
Backstreet Boys?
Everybody was singing it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know.
What they sing?
I think
Backstreet-
there's
All right.
there was a couple songs. Like it was
Oh,
like a little
a
melody.
medley, a
Yeah,
Backstreet
it
Boys
was a
medley?
It was a medley.
Come on.
Well, they have a catalog. They have a big catalog.
Oh, do they?
They have a big catalog. Oh my
They
God.
got like 3 songs.
The Backstreet Boys are going to be at
Backstreet Boys, all right. I Want It That Way, and what else?
the Backstreet Boys are going to be in the Sphere.
What's the name of their song?
You're talking to the wrong person. I'm an instinct guy.
You said they got a catalog.
I'm an instinct guy. But they're going to be.
What's the catalog of
they're
Backstreet
gonna-
Boys?
they're gonna be at the Sphere.
Backstreet Boys, all right. I
No, Backstreet-
want it that way. That's it. Tell me
But they're going to be
why.
at the Sphere.
There's nothing
They're
else.
going to be at the Sphere.
The Sphere. we could play the Sphere.
Okay.
We could play the Sphere. We'll just I'll throw swords at you. It'd be a fight. We can play the Sphere.
Oh my
Don't
God.
matter. And Big D Bob can play this.
Big D Bob.
With his big old dick.
He's a big old jerk.
He could play the Sphere.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
What else are we talking about? Nothing. Are we good?
I think we covered. I mean, I was. So we had our first.
Yeah. First
episode.
show. Yeah.
And again, talking about ramen, talking about Build-A-Bear.
Watch our podcast. Listen to our podcast.
Yeah, way to sell it. Anyway, no, hey, I appreciate anyone that came out to check out our live. We're gonna be doing these after we pause.
Hey, especially little boomers. Little boomers. For some reason, I feel like we have the same humor. Watch our podcast. We're not that good, but like, watch it.
We also got shorts on the YouTube page. You might like some of those. But no, I appreciate you guys. And yeah, we're gonna be doing this every time we podcast. We'll be podcasting on Thursday nights. We're gonna go live after we do it, and we'll just talk about how the show went.
That's the plan, at least.
And that's the plan. And then anything else that we want to talk
When we
about.
work out the mic thing, we're sharing one mic. We're gonna work out the mic thing.
Someone forgot our mics.
Well, it's my fault. It was my fault. I apologize.
Okay, I look forward to seeing some Big D Bob. All right, we good.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, little boomers. Little
it.
boomers.
And woo, we done. Oh, come on. No one wants that. No one wants that. Go jump in a lake, Drake.
Hey, Drake, go jump in a lake.
Doot, 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 doot. Ooh, doot, 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 doot.